Hello everybody, my name is Doomfish, and today I'm going to show you a tutorial on how you can make an automatic brewing station in Minecraft. So essentially what this does, if we take a look at it, is we can select the item we want to brew, and whatever modifiers we need to have to it, and the system, once we hit the button, will automatically brew it and dispense the drops out here. So over here we can see, we can select, let's say we wanted to make a potion of the Turtle Master, we can do that by just selecting this, by right-clicking the snow block, and selecting whatever modifiers we wanted, just like this. So it's pretty simple. Back here, this part's a bit more complex, but I'll just show you how to make all of this coming up. And first, let's see what you're going to need to build the thing. So this is everything minus the potion ingredients. You can pause the video here and just take a look at everything you're going to need, but you're also going to need all of the potion ingredients, which you can easily look up. So the first thing we're going to do is just make a 3x18 rectangle of solid blocks. Should look something like that. We can have it horizontal just like this, and we can place our note blocks on top of this. So first up, we're going to place 11 note blocks down here, leave a space, 1 note block, leave a space, 4 note blocks just like this, and we can put blocks in the middle and blocks on top of these. Next up, behind each of these note blocks, we're going to place an observer out of the back here, going into a solid block, going into another note block, then an observer on the top and back of it, just like this, sticky piston going forward, block facing forward, a torch on top of this observer right here, and then what we're also going to do is just place a sticky piston facing backwards with a block in front of it like this, and we can place our redstone lamp right here, and we can repeat this process for all of our 16 note blocks. And there we go, we're all finished. Looking at the front here, you can see everything works properly. Hit this, you'll see a light turns on, and the piston out of the back spits out its block here as well. Hit it again, light turns off, and it should work for all of these. Then, behind each of these solid blocks back here, what we're going to want to do is place a target block and a torch in front of it, so we leave a little space right here. And on top of that block, we want our dropper in right here, just like so. And what we're going to want to do is put a hopper on top of it, and also put a double chest on top of that, just like so. And we can repeat this all the way down the line. Now that that's all finished, what we want to do is just make a item frame underneath each of these lamps and fill it in like I have here. These can be in a different order, and this one is just a fermented spider eye, and then we have these last 4 ingredients. Fill them in, and then on the chests back here, what you're going to want to do is put the corresponding item from this item frame into that chest. Now that all of this is filled in, we can head to the back here and just go ahead and place another target block down here to the side, leaving a space open right here. And we're basically just going to continue this. We're going to leave a solid block right underneath it. We're not going to have the piston set up. And this is going to be where our nether warts are. We're just going to repeat this process like we did before, chest. And this time I would put an item frame on the front and just fill this chest up and the item frame with nether warts. Now go ahead and fill a line of hoppers all the way from this end to the other end. So what we're going to do, just place a temporary one here, place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, break all these, and on this 5th one we want it pointing downwards. So you can just do this, and then we're going to place hoppers all the way back to the start of our dropper line. Now what you're going to want to go ahead and do, head behind these target blocks and just place a big long line of redstone dust behind them. And then on a very specific block, we want to place a torch, and it is this block right here. So you look at this 3rd block in from the left on this big row here, and we place a block here and a redstone torch right there. On the back of this block, to the right, we're going to place another block, place dust on top of this torch block, and place a repeater facing to the right. Then what we're going to want to do, place 1 block up, and we're going to make a pulse extender out here, so we make this little shape like so. Comparators facing out of it, dust on top, and a sticky piston on this left block of redstone, just like so. That works. Normal piston on this one, block of redstone in the middle, and 2 hoppers facing into each other. Now it's important that you fill this up with 16 items of any kind. I'm just going to use solid blocks. Just put 16 of them right in there. Now what you're going to want to do, head to the right side here, place a torch down, place dust down, dig a little hole, put a sticky piston facing up, put down a repeater, put down 2 dust like so, then go ahead and put down 4 comparators in a shape like this. Go ahead and put some dust on this side, block on this side right here, and then up 2 more. And what we're going to do is put dust here. I'm sorry, it should be like this. Repeater, block up, just like so. Should look something like this when you're all finished. And go ahead and put down redstone torch right here, another torch right here, and then place a block here and put a repeater set to 4 ticks facing in just like that. And the last step here, just to make sure this repeater is set to 4 ticks, just like so. Now, head over to this downward facing hopper, just like so, and go ahead and place a hopper facing forward, so towards the front of our machine right here. Place your brewing stand on top of it, and what you can do is just go ahead and grab a target block, like so, place it to the side here, and put a torch locking this hopper. So next up, we want to place a hopper in from the left and in from behind, 2 hoppers on each of those, just like that. And we're going to place our chests on top of these, and in these chests, we're going to need blaze powder in one of them, and we're going to need water bottles in the other. Before you put those in, what you're going to want to do, go ahead and place a target block to the left here, redstone torch on that to lock this hopper, and then you can go ahead and put your water bottles in the left chest, just like so, fill them all the way up, and put your blaze powder in the other chest. On the front side right here, what we're going to want to do, place 2 blocks out here, comparator into repeater from this hopper. Then we're going to place a block above this, the torch on the edge, and we're going to place a block down here, like so, head to the left, place another block, and go ahead and put a repeater coming out of the front here. And then what we're going to do, head to the left, behind this block right here, place a repeater, place a sticky piston facing up, block on top of it, and we're going to go ahead and place another repeater down right here. Now what you want to do, go ahead and make sure this repeater is set to 4 ticks, this one's set to 2 ticks, and make a 4x2 platform out here, just like so, get this shape, and make a little ledge up here. Then what you're going to want to do, go ahead and place a comparator facing front and backwards, and then fill this platform with redstone dust, just like so. It should look something like this when you're finished. Then out of this repeater right here, we want to make another pulse extender, so to do that, we're just going to place 2 blocks out like this, and we're going to make the same shape over here, just like that. Place down a comparator facing out on both sides, redstone dust on both of these blocks, and then on this one, and then a sticky piston on this side, and normal piston on this side, redstone block in the middle, 2 hoppers, just like so, and this time we're going to put a half stack of blocks right in here, or of any item, doesn't have to be just blocks. Now what you want to do, place a torch facing in here, place redstone dust down, and then what we're going to want to do is just make sure that we have a monostable circuit here, so sticky piston in the ground right here with a block on top of it, repeater facing out of this, 2 redstone dust, and then we're going to want to put a square of not repeaters but comparators, so 2 here, 2 here, and then 2 dust, just like so. Now make sure this repeater is set to 4 ticks, and you're good to go. Next up, go ahead and just place down 13 solid blocks on all of these blocks right here, so continue this out 13 blocks. Now go ahead and place a button on this block right here, head 2 blocks out, break these blocks, and put a double chest right in there. Now break the block behind this chest on the left, and continue out a line of hoppers all the way back here, so we connect this up to the hopper underneath our brewing stand. And it should look something like this from this angle. Next up, we want to make a little 4x4, or a little 4 tall staircase behind this button right here. Put a block here, head up 4, like that. Put a small 2x2 platform heading out to the left side here. Redstone dust on all of these blocks right here. And then place a repeater on the left set to 4 ticks, one on the right set to 1 tick. Now, on this hopper right here, place a comparator facing out of it, into a block, into a redstone torch, into another block on top of it, and a torch to the right here. Then place a block on top of it, like so, and place 3 more blocks out this way. Then just place some dust on it, and another repeater set to 1 tick, facing this direction. Now what you want to do, head to this side, place a normal piston right here, and a normal piston facing this way, and place a block coming out of this repeater, just like so. And the last thing we have to do is to just place some blocks underneath of this block right here. And what we're going to want to do is connect our line here over to our line over there. So we head out until we're parallel with this line right here, and just place a bunch of blocks out this direction, just like so. And then we can just build a nice little staircase up to the top here, and connect this up with redstone. So we can count. We have 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15. Place a repeater facing this way, and sort of do the same thing. And this should be good enough, just like so. And we see we get a little bit of interference here. Just go ahead and put a block on top of that like so, and we should be perfectly done. So now that we're finished, we can give this thing a little test run, and just to show you that it all works, let's make a speed 2 potion. Speed 2 splash potion even. So we want our sugar, we're going to want our gunpowder right here, and we're going to want our glowstone. Once we have all these 3 selected, we can just head over here, press the button. We should see this thing working. And while this thing is brewing back here, you can see we press the button and nothing happens. And this will reset once our potions are all done brewing, but this way you don't overload the system. Alright, so our potions are almost done here. We should see any second now, in this chest right here, our potions will get dropped in, and there we go, 3 speed 2 potions, which is just what we ordered in this machine right here. So a couple of things to keep in mind with this machine is that, first of all, it keeps its memory of the last potions you brewed, so these lights will stay on for a while until you change them, and the machine will remember that you had a speed potion here, you had splash here, and you had a glowstone here, so we can change this however we want. Also, we need to make sure that our items aren't conflicting, so for example, we can't have a spider eye and sugar, because we can't have 2 of these primary ingredients. So if we only want one of these lights to be lit up, so let's say we do this, and we also want to make sure that all of our items here are compatible. So for example, if we had our phantom membrane here turned on, we couldn't have our spider eye turned on because this does nothing to this. This is only a modifier for a couple of the items here on the left. Also, if we wanted to, per se, have Dragon's Breath, we had to make sure we have our gunpowder on as well, otherwise it won't work. So normal potion making rules apply here, and you want to make sure you follow them. Alright, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you found it informative, or if you enjoyed the video, don't be afraid to leave a like. And if you do enjoy this type of content, you can subscribe for more just like this in the future, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.